Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the amazing Henrico Sports and Event Center. My name is Mike Feinmel. I'm the Deputy County Manager for Public Safety for Henrico County. I'm also the chair of what used to be called our Addiction Task Force and is now our Empower Task Force. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming. We had an idea about how many people were going to show up. I'm impressed and excited by the number of people that are here, and I want, first of all, to thank our regional partners from Chesterfield, from Hanover, Richmond, and as well as Henrico, and the PR departments with our help. I also want to thank and recognize the leaders in our community who are in attendance. These leaders both support and guide those committed to recovery in the government space. I'll tell you on a personal level that I began working with Reverend Nelson, Henrico County Supervisor, around 2019 on reimagining Henrico's efforts towards a more powerful and a more imaginative approach to substance use. Reverend Nelson and I spent hours over the years supporting the vision of these new and innovative ideas. We would not be here today if not for the support of Reverend Nelson and other leaders. And what I've learned is that every one of our regional partners, everyone has leaders with the same heart and the same motivation of Reverend Nelson to make a difference. So I do want to take a minute and introduce and thank some of the regional leaders that are here in attendance, starting with Henrico County and our county manager, John Vitokis. We also have from our board of Supervisors, Jody Rogish and the aforementioned Reverend Nelson. And also I see Sheriff Gregory. Not 100% sure on this, but I had information that from Hanover County, we had Jim Taylor. Is Jim, are you here? Jim's definitely coming. Sue Dibble, Sean Davis, and Ryan Hudson from the Hanover Board. Two folks from Chesterfield to announce and thank, Dr. Casey and Dr. James Worsley, the County Administrator and Deputy County Administrator, as well as the Matoaka District Supervisor, Kevin Carroll. And from Richmond City, Councilwoman Stephanie Lynch and Councilman Addison. Thank you for all in attendance. If you get an opportunity today, please take a look at the new banner that's promoting the Empower Henrico Task Force. This banner represents the beginning of a new era of our efforts. Each era in the past of our previously Addiction Task Force and now Empower Henrico Task Force was a new concept and a new progress through this. And initially in 2025, the group was formed as the Heroin Task Force. And this was in response to the significant number of heroin overdoses and fatalities. In 2021, acknowledging the evolving complexity of addiction, the group was renamed the Addiction Task Force. In 2024, we've reached the point where previous problems have certainly not gone away, but the next ideation of our efforts is appropriate and has come into focus. The time is now for us to focus on empowerment and recovery, hence the rename. I would absolutely be remiss if I did not recognize, and I know Laura Toddy is here somewhere, but Laura Toddy, the Director of Henrico Mental Health Services, oversaw many of the new ideations, many of the new steps here. So let's all give a round of applause to Laura Toddy. This event is the result of months of planning and labors of love. There are too many today from all our regional partners for me to recognize, but I do want to thank both Leslie Stephen, who is my vice chair on the task force, and Allison McKay from Henrico Mental Health for their tireless work and energy. Today you will hear from two dynamic speakers, a panel sharing their lives' experiences, and you'll hear and have a significant amount of time to interact both with each other and with our vendors, government officials, and community providers. This event began from discussion last November with the leadership of the then Addiction Task Force. We set forth several goals for our group, one of which was to do more to make the community aware of what resources exist in the community, and another was to focus on younger residents and to attempt to change the attitudes of that age group through education and through information. As this project began to take shape, it was dramatic to see the enthusiasm and the support from all of the region for this effort and for these goals. In short, we have great people with all the jurisdictions working their best, embedded with love and support to empower their communities. I knew we had amazing people working in Henrico. I would have guessed, but did not know until we began coordinating how many amazing people were in Chesterfield, Hanover, and Richmond with these efforts. I should mention also Tony McDowell, the director of the Opioid Abatement Authority. Among Tony's efforts has been the creation of regional grants to encourage localities to work together on projects in this area. Today is just the beginning of what you will see as an increasingly robust cooperation throughout the region exists. So I've talked enough. I hope everyone has a great experience today. Again, take your time to get to know our vendors, our government officials, and each other. Let's hope this is the first of many regional recovery days.